In this video, I want to show you how to use a budget planner. So first of all, we have our savings goals, and here we can decide how much we want to save or pay our debt or whatever it is. So for example, I choose a monthly goal that, let's say I want to save every month $500. So then that means that I would have to save $18 every day, 125 weekly, quarterly, and yearly. So that's how I would save. And then I can also write down the actual results. And if they don't match my monthly goal, then it becomes red. But then if it does match my monthly goal, then it becomes green. Another thing we can do is we can go to the monthly budget. This is the main one that we want to look at. So basically we would write down any passive income or our job cash flow here, and then so we write the predicted one, then we write the actual one, and then we get the sum calculated automatically. Then we can also write down our assets. So these are probably the things that are your investments, stocks, savings, whatever, that usually probably doesn't change that much. And then we have our expenses. So for this, there's actually a separate sheet for that, which is monthly expenses. So you can choose each expense here and then write down the prediction and the actual one. Now, you don't have to do this like that. You can just write it down here. But if you do, it automatically updates. So let's say I choose entertainment and I have 100 for that and I spend 100 for that. This is automatically updated in my monthly view. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. And then also, as you can see, there's categories for you. So you can choose these categories and you can actually delete some of the categories if they're, if you want it to be smaller, it makes it a little bit easier. Also, you can choose and change any of these, not only the custom ones, but the normal ones. I mean, the ones that are already written here as well. So, and then the biggest thing, well, not the biggest thing, but another thing that you can do is you can choose what you want to save. So for example, I want to buy a new camera and I know that it's going to cost me $1,000. Then it's going to divide that in, more manageable chunks. So now instead of 1,000, I know that my first goal is 100. Once I save 100, I just check this. So let's uncheck all of these. And as you can see, the percentage here changes. So for example, if I check this one, then I have 20% ready for my goal. I can also choose the date when I want it to be. So right now it's for today, but if I want, I can write down any date that I want. So let's say this is the goal for December. And I can also choose whichever day if I want and change it. So it's kind of, to keep in mind when I would like to reach this actual goal. Now, if I write something else over here, and if I say, for example, that my camera is going to cost $7.99, then I have a rounded amount that I would need to save. If you don't want it rounded, you can click this. So I would just select all of these and I would just move it here. So now it's not rounded, but if you want it rounded, you can keep it here. So it's up to you if you want it or not. Now, let's say you're not in the US and you want it to be something else than dollars. Then I can select all of these, and then I can go to format, number, and I go to currency. And now it selected the dollars for me because that was the one that I had initially. But you can choose a custom currency. So I go here, and then as you can see, there's a lot of different currencies. So for example, I can choose euros and then click apply. So now everything is in euros. Obviously, you will have to do it everywhere. So I'll have to change it here as well. but it's easier once you change one, because then you can just do it like that. Now it changes the color as well, so sorry about that, but it's just a little bit of an inconvenience. But still, you can change the currency pretty easily in the one time that you change. After that, you don't really need to change it ever again. And that would be all. I hope that this is helpful. If you don't have this template yet, you can find it in the description. If you do, thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I will be more than happy to answer them. And there's going to be a link for the contact as well. Thank you and happy planning.